Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Give me splitter. Well, she said you left your charger. You could try my white charger if you need it. That's my white one right there. I don't know if it still works. Cord on the show. Yeah, if you need it. This splitter. Oh, this ain't nothing. I forgot. What up, what up, what up, what up? MC Ford. What up, though, Cynthia? We about to go live in a minute. Shout out to all y'all checking in. Ah. Next year. Yeah. What was your Wi-Fi on your phone? I'll give you the Wi-Fi.
Jeremiah, they told me I'm supposed to collect $40 from you when we're done.
From me?
Yeah. For me.
From him.
Neither one. Yeah, he just told me. They just told me that you guys plan on paying $40 cash when you're done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Unless you got cash, I'm gonna use cash. Why everything need to be charged? Good in the mics. 1 2 1 2.
What was the Wi-Fi passcode? Yeah.
Testes.
Or did you not stream?
No, I gotta wait.
You got to. Oh, it's on that one. Okay. I cannot respond to anyone right now because I can't see you, so I apologize.
Can we? Is it possible for us to go from 7:30 to 9:30 to get our full time?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
We'll be getting I did get something for what's the name though?
So what?
Tuesday. There we go. She would just send out one mass invite. I'll tell Facebook about this. I just want to send out one mass invite to everybody. My friends. Finger get the cramping doing all these damn invites. tired. Oh man, what's going on? What's up, Toya? Happy Sweetest Day. TC, what's good?
What up to everybody? I cannot see over there. Sorry. Hi. Everybody on my live feed.
Okay, make sure the mic is. You said the mic's good. We good on the mic.
Let's do a quick test each year, one at a time.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2.
All right, Jeremiah, you're good.
All right, 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, Steve. Yep, you're good.
All right. Good to go. Good to go. We're back live. Welcome y'all back to the Dome City Radio Show. DJ Stacks Money, my co-host, comedian Jeremiah Paulin.
That's me.
This is season 1, episode 5. So what's going out there? What y'all doing for a Sweeties
What's
Day?
up, Danny?
While I got y'all, let me do some more invites too. While I got y'all attention, what's going on? I know some people out there doing their thing. The Sweetest Day. I know for the people that's watching out of state and stuff like that, all states don't celebrate Sweetest Days. They all like, what the hell is that? That's a made-up holiday, a Hallmark holiday, and all that type of stuff. It's basically like a Valentine's Day for men because we don't get enough love. Some of the women like to steal the day from us, you know, but it's like Valentine's Day for men, you know, because all we get is Father's Day, and if you live in a state to celebrate it, we get Sweetest Day. You know, the woman's supposed to spoil us a little bit, you know, make us feel special, all the hard work we do all year, provide and all that, you know. So that's what Sweetest Day is. For y'all that don't know. But, you know, some people, you know, a lot of couples, they, you know, they celebrate it together, they treat each other and stuff like that, so that's cool too. You know. But when you're single, I guess you just treat yourself, unless you find somebody to treat you so. Or you don't celebrate at all. It's just another day. Just sending out some more invites. It's been a long week, man. Long week. I've been doing a lot of overtime at work. Crazy. Trying to run that check up, though. Kids' birthdays coming up. All that good stuff. Gotta make sure I'm ready for that. I'm gonna try and do some traveling. We got some more music coming out. Like I said, we dropped a single last week, Privileges. You can go to my website, www.DomeCityMusic&Entertainment.com, and purchase a single. It's not out on all the social media sites and stuff just yet. What's up, Chris? I see you. But it's a hot song. Definitely go check it out. Y'all gonna like it. If you like good music. We got some good topics. I wanted to start a series this week, but I forgot we had a guest, so I kind of jumped the gun. Since we got a guest, we're not gonna start that series. This show, we're gonna start the next show.
What series?
The series on the fact that the feminist movement and everything.
Okay,
the
right.
Black community.
Yeah.
How they got the black man out of the household
Mm-hmm.
and all that. But we got a good interview for y'all today. We got for those in Pontiac, we got Max Main of Max Out Fitness.
It's a plug over there. Behind the
I interviewed him today. He's gonna tell his story. He got a real interesting story.
Very interesting.
For the people that don't know him or don't know his story, it's a real dope story. I'm gonna let him tell it. I'm not gonna gonna tell y'all a story. I know not a lot of y'all like, this nigga eating chips, he doing interviews and stuff. Hey,
Nigga eat chips, beer, and
hey, don't tell people what's in my cup, man.
you got the
That's
beer
the
can
mystery.
right there.
Only the people over there can see it though. But
That's cool.
anyway, so Jeremiah been doing this movie.
Yeah, I've been doing this movie.
He had to wear a dress and he plays a
No, I ain't had to wear no
homosexual.
dress. No, I ain't had to wear no dress. But no, we finished the movie. We actually wrapped it up today.
Wrapped? Okay.
Yeah, we wrapped it up today.
Okay.
At least my part was wrapped up today. I'm pretty sure that it's a movie, so you're gonna probably have to go back and do some more stuff.
He didn't want to wear the dress.
No, that wasn't. I wasn't gonna wear no
They
dress.
cut him short. That's what happened.
No, I'll be out here. I won't wear no dress. Had these women out here looking bold. I ain't gonna do that to these chicks out here.
His character name is Cecil.
Cecil.
Cecil from
With the B.
San Francisco.
No, we wrapped it up today. We had fun. I'm glad I'm glad it's over because I've been busy. So that's one less thing I got to worry about now.
Right.
Done. So we wrapped that up. We still doing the rehearsal for this play. Now the play was what they wanted me to be gay, not the movie.
Oh, it was a play.
Yeah, the play they wanted me to be gay.
They wanted me gay in the play, not the movie.
But the play.
But those were both great opportunities.
Yeah, they both great opportunities. But we ended up we didn't have to do no rewriting. I'm not playing a homosexual, so it's good. I didn't have to wear no dress. You know what I'm saying? So we good. I won't go wear no dress.
You didn't get no love scenes in the movie?
In I do got a wife in the movie, but no love scene. Yeah, no love scene. It's a church-based
No action on camera.
No, ain't no action. Nobody want to see this shit anyway. Why would you want to do that?
But I hope
people,
it's sales so you get paid.
If I do that, they definitely ain't gonna sell.
Residuals.
They be like, yeah, we gonna have to 86 this project.
Hey, it's uglier people that been on TV having sex.
Let me think. Hold on, who been ugly? Oh,
remember on Living Single?
who?
Max and Kyle.
I mean, but they not butt ugly though.
Ugly enough.
I mean, Max is pretty. I always thought she was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, all right, yeah, he kind of like he look kind of funny. Yeah, but Maxine, she can get it. Yeah, she can get it. Yeah, but no, that's what. Yeah, that was a play. So that's coming along real good. We got the rehearsals and everything, and it's called The Book of Liz. So I guess November 30th is when it's gonna be Monster Box Theater. Yeah, so in Waterford is when the showtime gonna be. So we just been hustling. It's my first time actually doing like theater. I've been on a couple plays that never went through.
Materialized.
Yeah, never materialized. So
Right.
it was like
I was in a couple movies. They were supposed to go straight to DVD.
right.
They went straight to never coming out.
It went straight to never
A
coming out.
failed acting career. I thought I did good too.
Right. You got clips though, cuz you got clips.
Not no more. Well, I don't got them no more. They was on YouTube. I don't got them no more.
Oh, you should have downloaded them, boy. What should
I didn't know about that back then. I wish.
Oh, okay.
I wish I would have known.
Nah. That's dope. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm producing my own movie. That's why that's the whole reason I started my own record label. I was like, ain't nobody gonna sign me. I'm gonna sign myself.
That's what you gotta do.
I'm gonna be a rapper. Put out all my records.
Yeah.
Even if they horrible.
I'll make myself.
Right. More fight.
But I mean, that's what it is nowadays anyway. Like, you don't, I guess
but
nowadays.
I was doing this, like I said, like 99, 2000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Way ahead of the
Before all
game.
the, it was easy to record and equipment was like sky high. So if you had like some stuff in your crib to record with, you know what I'm saying, you was doing it. So.
Right. Nowadays, you just got a phone and you good. Damn near.
Right. You can record on anything now.
You record on anything now. Back then, you had to pay. You had to pay time like $40 an hour.
Right. Either that or you was in the closet.
Yeah.
It'd be dark in there, hot.
With some milk cartons. What is these milk cartons?
No, egg cartons.
Egg cartons. Milk cartons. No, egg cartons. Yeah. Did that even really work?
I don't know.
Yeah, it seemed like it worked. I don't know if it actually worked.
I have no idea.
It looked like it worked on Hustle and Flow. It looked work. Where the hell did they get all them egg cartons from anyway?
Like grocery store. They used to throw them out or something.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I wouldn't know where you would get that kind of paraphernalia.
Thanks, Chris. She said, "Happy Sweetest Day."
Who is Chris?
What's the name of this show?
Christian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Christian.
She didn't say it to you.
Oh, you ain't say it to me?
She said it to me.
Yeah, well, fuck
She
you.
can't even see you.
Well, fuck you then, Christian.
My
You don't
My
wish me
life.
happy. You don't wish me happy sweetest day? Happy day that don't mean
You
shit.
got a woman at home for that?
So she can still.
I'm trying to get my slew of cards and some chocolates or something. You know what I'm saying?
You got enough. No.
Need you try to get in on mine. Anyway, so yeah, it's been busy, man. I've been busy with this new single we got that came out. I've been like emailing it like crazy to all the DJs, trying to get them extended, and just work. You know what I'm saying? Really just working on the music and everything that we got going. Promoting the mixtape, all that stuff. Thanks to the people that been going to the website, downloading the mixtape too. The traffic on the site definitely went up since last show.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, definitely. I can see all the analytics, so yeah.
See, I told you he was an analytic nigga.
Definitely. So let's get into it, man. Even though it's Sweeties Day, we finna talk about all this ongoing rap beef and BS that's going on.
I'm all about. I joke a lot, I bullshit a lot, but I'm always about growth. At the end of the day, I'm always about enlightenment and moving forward in life. And then our guest today is a testament to that. You know, I can honestly say I witnessed it from there to where he is now. I'm proud I'm proud of where he is at because his story it inspires me. I'm that type
Just
of person.
let the man speak.
You know what I'm saying? Let me bring
want the ownership, the title, the accolades, but they don't want to go and learn how to do it for themselves. And they end up getting ripped off because they don't understand, and they paying somebody to do something that they could do themselves.
Now we talk about business, so like, now I know you've been, also, you authored some books too.
Mm-hmm.
So, while you were incarcerated, so was that a part of, the plan? You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people go to prison and they got them prison plans. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get out, baby, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They got them prison plans and they come out, they smoke, drink, fuck a couple hoes, and then they're like, yeah, fuck the plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm free now. I'm about to get these hoes.
Right.
So, what kept you on the path to
execute your plan?
To execute your plan, because you obviously was focused when you was on the inside. How did you keep that when you got on the outside?
Well, I think when you come up with a plan and you say this is what I want to do,
mm-hmm.
the next question is, can I be the best at this?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because everybody in the world was designed to be the best at, be a leader or something. I don't care if it's a mechanic or a school subject or whatever. Mm-hmm. So when I started doing fitness, I had the Ali syndrome. So I was gaining confidence that I can become the best. Mm-hmm. And I started putting myself through trials, working out with certain guys, the guys that they said was the best.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Working out with them and said, oh, I did 2 more than the best.
Right.
And then going, just like a lion. I go around walking around the pride looking for competition.
Was that on the yard or out here?
That was out here and in there.
Oh, okay.
So once you, gain confidence in what you say that you want to do, you get what I'm saying? You start saying, you know what? I think if I keep doing this,
mm-hmm.
Brushing up my skills, I can become the best out here. Then that right there would be enough motivation to keep going. Mm-hmm. Sometimes guys will say they want to do something because it makes them money.
Make some money, right.
And that ain't enough, fuel to keep going when times get hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the question is, if you stop getting paid for this, would you still do it?
Would you still do it?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I was doing it when I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
So that's like the fastest way of being successful.
Mm.
Then other that is, we got a lot to do with mentality. And I think our problem is that we have a problem with thinking of who we are not.
Mm.
Not necessarily of who we are. A lot of people don't believe that they can be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't believe that they deserve to be a business owner. Because nobody in their family owned a business. Everybody in their family worked 40 hours for somebody else.
Right.
So when you go to somebody and say, you can be your own boss, they say, what you mean?
What are you talking about? Right.
What you mean? So, a lot of people don't believe that they was meant to be. And a lot of people that was successful, even from the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
You got emperors and kings. They operated the way they operated because since a little boy, they was told that they was born to be a leader. They was born to be king.
It was planned.
So that was enough fuel to go to every country in the world and say, this was meant for me.
Right.
So they go on war or whatever with the faith of, I was meant to win, so I ain't scared to die.
Right.
It's my destiny.
Right.
So that's why I do what I do, because I believe that even though I sold stuff that can hurt people,
mm-hmm.
now I'm selling stuff that can heal people.
You can heal people.
So God used me to go to the other side to identify with the people that I'm going to be training and I'm going to be teaching,
mm-hmm.
because I was once them. So now I'm very effective because I know how to speak their language.
Right.
I know what motivates them.
Mm-hmm.
I know how they looking at, why a lot of them thinking, why would I spend $5-6 on a juice or a smoothie when I can buy a hot and ready?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They looking like, you got to teach people the value sometimes. You can't just say start a business. Sometimes you got to hold their hand and say, look, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. It's going to equal up to this. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. Watch this. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I got a mentoring program at Media Weber where these kids, they 12, 13, 14, and already they done filled out an LLC and they got a business in their name. So that right there is giving them the confidence to say, wow, I'm the first person in my family to have a business.
Right.
Even though they ain't making no money.
They ain't making no money, but they got that.
But y'all know how it is when you fill out that LLC form and you get it back saying nobody got name, nobody got their name. Congratulations, it's your business. That's enough to say, woohoo! Now I'm about to get a bank account.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you get that bank account. You say, okay, now I'm about to get these labels. I'm about to push this product.
Right.
So it's certain steps. It's easy saying go to college, start a business.
Right.
But if you ain't been through the trenches and say, you know, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this, and I'm gonna give you a test, bring it back to me, like how guys did me, my mentors. I ain't just say, you stupid, you should do this. It was read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm gonna quiz you on it. Read, Think and Grow Rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read As a Man Think of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They was drilling me.
Right.
You know, so I had to say, whoa, I ain't know what the hell. You know, I had the Negro mindset. You know?
Yeah.
Mentality.
So you like you said the Negro mindset, and I was gonna say like part of the Negro mindset is kind of like what you said earlier when you were talking about how, you know, I can't rap or I can't do this. So what am I gonna do? And a lot of people don't understand that mentality is a created programming for us. Because a lot of the times we you know, back in the day, back in like the, you know, early 1900s or whatever, after slavery, a lot of people don't understand we got our shit together in a short amount of time. Like we had black businesses, we had you know, black prominent neighborhoods like Black Wall Street, you know, Rosewood, things of that nature. And people tend to forget the power that black people have when it comes to business. So I like the fact that what you're doing is kind of picking up that, you see what I'm saying, mind frame of business, because we at a point where we got to get out of the Negro mind frame and get into the business mind frame, because that is how we as a people are going. That's, in my opinion, that's the only way we're gonna break out of it, is if we get into the business mind frame and out of the slave mind frame. Because that slave mind frame is, I gotta be a rapper, I gotta be an entertainer. That's that programming. You break from that, and now you broke from it. You went through all the stages of the programming. You went through the rap. You went through the prison system. You know what I'm saying? You went through all the systems set up to destroy us as a people, and you out here doing it. So I say that we need to understand as a people that this is something that a lot of people don't want us to even do.
No,
and the fact that you even doing what you're doing, a lot of people don't even want you to be doing what you're doing. Right. And you know what I'm saying? So even what we doing, they don't even, you know what I'm saying? Because we joke around there, but we get on some real, they don't want us being conscious, basically. They want us dumb and out of the way. So when we break in that mold and we taking things left when they want us to go this way, it's good. And the kids need to see, and adults too, need to see that this kind of mind frame is what's going to break away from that negative programming. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that is influential. That's very influential for us and us as a people, because we are naturally gifted as businessmen, women. We was already, like you said, kings and queens before we was over here. So it's natural for us to be in that position, and we need to realize that as a people.
I mean, I think a main question is you got to ask yourself, especially when you're young. This when you got to start asking your children, why do you think you was even born? I shot out 300 million sperm. How you make it? Out of all of them.
And that's a miracle in and of itself.
What's your purpose?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people, you know, that's why a lot of kids and a lot of young adults, they commit suicide.
Yeah.
Because they believe that they supposed to be just like this person.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like a squirrel being raised by fish, and a squirrel want to kill itself because he can't swim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But because they never even tried to go up a tree. And a lot of people, they think because they ain't doing what this person doing or living like this person, that they're not sufficient. So that's why it's good when you're young to try everything.
Everything, right.
You know what I'm saying? Instruments, sports, get into politics or whatever, because once you find what you good at, then you off and running. When I came home, I ain't had no friends that was training. I ain't had no men or nobody that owned the gym. I ain't had no examples.
Right.
But this is what I love to do.
Right.
When I first came home, I had all the dope boys pulling up with the big bags.
Yeah.
Like, man, what's happening? You already know what's up, what you need, woo.
Right.
But I had a purpose. See, when you find your purpose or when you know where you're going, you know where not to go. You get what I'm saying? Once you find your lane, it's like you get a built-in GPS in you. You know, so as soon as you start to go off course, it's something saying, boy, you need to reroute.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's your lane. Once you get tunnel vision, it's hard to get distracted. A lot of people, they really don't know. They can't visualize past next month, maybe.
Right.
In 3 months, I'm gonna take a trip, or I hope I get a raise next month. They ain't really thinking like, man, if I do this in 5 years.
Right.
That was my goal when I came home. I said, you know what? I can make well over 6 figures in 5 years if I do this. You get what I'm saying? It ain't been 5 years yet. You get what I'm saying? Close.
Right.
But I said, if I start with a $5 yoga mat, I'm going to go back to school, OCC, not with a degree. I knew I was going to drop out. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't telling nobody to drop out, but it was part of my plan because I knew I wasn't coming home to no money.
Yeah.
So I said, if I go get my financial aid check, if I start with this mat, and grind and hustle, have your brother make my flyers, put it out here, use social media. By the time my check come, my financial aid check come, I'm going to drop out. I'm going to go find me a building downtown. I created Max Out Fitness on my prison bunk. I knew what I was going to be doing.
Right.
When everybody else was saying, how you going to get a gym, nigga? You don't even got a good credit score. You don't got no money. How you going to do it? I'm like, man, just watch me.
Just watch.
I got a 5-year plan.
Right.
You know, so I did a hell of a lot of visualizing.
Yeah. That's important. I like that you said visualizing it.
Yeah, you got to be able to see what you're trying to achieve. And I totally, you know what I'm saying, agree with that, man. For myself, I just always had a different mindset. I never had the I can't do mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, all I had around me was people that were doing. Like my dad had an 8th grade education, but he had his own business. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in a different time to where, you know, you only went to school till about the 8th grade or 9th grade, and then you had to work on the farm with the rest of the family and stuff like that. You know, my older sister, I always give her a lot of credit because during the most pivotal time for me, where I could have really got heavy in the streets and stuff, she showed me. She's like, "No, come with me. Come stay. I'm in college. Come stay with me for the weekend. I'm gonna show you what college life is like." You know what I'm saying? And stayed on me. So I always had that mentality, like I could do what I want to do. I never had the mentality like I can't. And I think because of that, I was able to excel. Like when I started my entertainment company, it was out of a void because I'm like, okay, there ain't no major labels around here. Ain't nobody getting deals. I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I got to do it myself. I didn't necessarily want to be a rapper, but I was like, hell, if I got to be my first own artist, then I'll do that.
I remember that too.
So you know what I'm saying?
He been doing it for a minute.
So you know, to go from that and then to where I'm at now is like my company is more than just music. Now we're radio. You know what I'm saying? We're entertainment. We're production. You know what I'm saying? We're so many different avenues now, and I taught myself how to do all these different things. Like I taught myself how to shoot and edit film. You know, anything that I wanted to learn, you know what I'm saying, that had to do with entertainment and stuff like that, I went for it. So it's just about, I think a lot of people don't have that mindset because they don't have anybody, like you were saying, that they can look up to. a lot of these kids, that the only person they got to look up to is the dope man.
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying, older cousin or uncle or aunt or somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it may not be enough because a lot of times, and I hate to say it, some of these people, parents, don't want to see them do good because they didn't do good.
They didn't do good.
Yeah. Right now, don't want to see them do good. It's just that they still got the, I don't want to call it like a slave mentality, but it's like
crabs in the bucket mentality,
Yeah,
man,
crabs
for
in the
real.
bucket.
yeah, no, it's just like it's
It's like they.
It's kind of like
I don't
any
want
great
you to be
person in
doing
the
better
world.
than me.
you know, any great person in the world, from Edison to anybody who had a great invention, I'm gonna make sure that I light this whole room up with just this. Man, you're crazy, because they never saw it. It ain't that they don't want them. I don't think they don't want them to be successful. It's more that
They can't.
I don't believe it because my mind only think this level.
Some people like that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about with family. I'm talking about with people like your mother.
Yeah.
I see that
You
too.
said mother, but some, you know,
I
you
see
do
that
have your
too.
people like,
Right.
I know you ain't gonna do it, and I hope you don't do it. You do
I
have
see
that.
too.
Yeah. Because I know with my family, I was like, I'm doing comedy. I'm like, all right, nigga.
My
But then they were like, you
except
funny though. Yeah, they come to the show and like, dude, you funny. Like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, mama. I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everybody except my wife thought I was stupid
Yeah.
when I had dropped out of school
Yeah.
and quit that little factory job. I was outside with that man.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, man, God done blessed you with that heat treat though.
Mm-hmm.
God done blessed you with that factory job at heat treat. And
Burning your arms.
burning your whole body, and you
Sweating to
gonna
the
let
bone.
that go.
Eat
Right.
treat.
Man, listen, I'm so
Losing
okay.
3 pounds a day.
And when you competitive, you get, you know, when a lot of people tell you no, you get
Yeah.
off into that I'm about to prove all y'all wrong.
Yeah.
Got to.
And I was like, nigga, I'll prove my own mama wrong
Yeah.
if you doubt me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get in that mode, like, okay,
Yeah.
I can watch.
You gotta watch. Yeah.
Got to. When people
Yeah.
don't believe, and that kind of even segue back to what I was talking about earlier with the whole Kanye and Trump situation. Like, I get it. He doesn't have the proper ways to explain what he's trying to do.
Who? Kanye or Trump?
Right, Kanye.
Oh, okay.
But he's trying to accomplish something. And it's like, we got all these people that's talking about it, but they ain't trying to accomplish nothing. Y'all got all this money. Y'all got all these resources. You know what I'm saying? But nobody is trying to get anything done for black people in the country. And like I said, it don't matter who the president is, whether you like him or not. You know what I'm saying? At that level of the game, like, you got to either work with them or work against them. So how you going to get something done? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Trump is a businessman. So he not looking at it from a I like you standpoint or I fuck with you standpoint. He looking at it like, okay, how can we make this money together? Oh, you want to open up a factory? All right. Here goes some tax incentive, Kanye. Matter of fact, here go a little bit of government money. Open up that factory that you want to open up. You know what I'm saying? We going to take this percentage of it because we backing your loan by, the government, and you employ your people or whatever the case is.
Yeah. Anybody who read 48 Laws of Power don't be doing. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Talking about Trump?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, but we trying to say, is you looking at him as a friend or is you looking at him as an enemy? Or is you just being a buffoon? People just don't know. You ain't in Kanye's mind.
I get it.
So, you know what I'm saying? Until you really know, then just salute him for even networking with the most powerful man in the world.
Right now.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even with me, like I heard what you said about Trump with the Trump tire. I love Trump as a businessman. Well, because I love Michael Jordan as a basketball player, may not mean I might like him as a pastor or a school teacher or anything else. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. I can mess with Trump with the Trump Towers businessman or whatever, but I don't have to like you for running the world.
Right.
Hold on now, you out your lane now. Come on
and
now.
that's what I'm saying. I don't like Trump as a president. He probably would have been a decent vice president.
But as
I
far
like
as
him
business
as
though,
I like
he
him
that
as a
dude.
man, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, business wise, he has a business mind, and like I said, America is a corporation, so he's running the corporation. You know what I'm saying? No. United States is a corporation, so he's running a corporation in the United States. And that's what people have to understand, man. It ain't about being a Democrat. It ain't about being a Republican. None of that. all politics is shaped around is everybody basically kissing each other's ass to get stuff done. And they trading off money in the middle of it. They don't give a fuck about your vote. It has nothing to do with your vote, because if it did, a lot of the shit that happened wouldn't be happening. At the lower level, it's about your vote. Maybe at the city council levels and shit like that, but in the government, nah, it ain't about your vote. It's about who's going to pay, you know what I'm saying, to incentivize whatever the agenda is. Black people, we give our vote away. We give our vote away to the first person to come shucking and jiving and doing the nay-nay and all that stuff. When Hillary Clinton came here and was eating fried chicken and doing the nay-nay and stuff, y'all wanted to vote for her ass.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, this bitch done put thousands of black people in damn prison.
Y'all was about to give her y'all vote based on what her husband did, and he didn't even really do anything. The economy, if you go back to the 90s, the economy was already good. You know what I'm saying? We were coming, this was after the Reagan and Bush era. You know what I'm saying? Economically, we were already sound. We were making a lot of money. What happened? They put NAFTA in place. When did we start to see the effects of NAFTA? About 2000. Around 2000, that's when we started being heavily import-based. We was importing every goddamn thing. How you think Walmart blew up so quick? They bought all the cheap stuff overseas that we had never seen and put it in one store. You go in there, you like, lion chair, $5. Oh, I'm gonna give me 5 of them. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? So we don't. You got to think, America wasn't building anything and exporting it that people liked. People weren't buying stuff. They like our shit too high. We ain't buying that shit. But we love some import stuff. We love foreign cars. We love electronics, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. But as black people, we give our, like I said, we give our vote away to the first person we think can fill the black plight. But we're not putting our dollars or anything behind an actual politician who actually is going to do something for us.
Yeah, I think once you realize that it's not the government duty to provide a job for you, it's not their duty to keep you healthy, it's not their duty to put a roof over your head, you will stop giving a fuck.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's not.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, ain't no jobs out here. You supposed to create your own job.
Create your own job.
You trying to look for a job when you're supposed to be looking for a gift inside of you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And once I realized that, like, it ain't nobody fault but mine, then any other policy or this person ain't giving me this, it never really affected me directly. Don't get me wrong, I know the importance of it. But I'm saying you would stop looking at it so deeply when you realize that, okay, there ain't no jobs out here, let me create my own.
Gotta create your own, yeah.
They making it hard for houses or whatever, but I'm about to kick the door down.
Right.
And that's just the mentality I had. It was like, oh man, credit score too low. Bam, kick that door down. Or you got a felony, shut up. Bam, come on in.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? When you realize that it ain't no, ain't no limitations or whatever. They saying that, okay, it's racism, they doing this, whatever. I'ma still have a seat.
Right.
I'm gonna find a way to sit down next to Trump or whatever. Even though I grew up in Section 8 housing, welfare, on parole, whatever, blase splee, I'm gonna make it happen.
Right.
See, everybody else like, oh man, I'm here right now. I'm only making $10 an hour because Donald Trump ain't passed his one law.
No, fuck all that.
What the hell?
Right. You gotta break.
That's some bullshit.
You gotta break. Like,
it is.
like you say, like you don't like to work for nobody. And I'm that same way. Like, I don't like to. I would, but I mind fuck myself, and I'll be like, no, I'm serious. Like, if I work for somebody, like a job, I'm like, I'm not working for you. I'm working for me through you. So I'm using your shit as a tool to get me to where I gotta go. And a lot of the times, that mentality got me through a lot of shit, because I realized that that's what it was. Like, my ultimate goal is not to be the manager at no goddamn Subway. But while I'm here, I'm going to use this as a stepping stone to get me to where I got to go.
No, I did.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, that kept me sane, because me innately, is like, nah, motherfucker, I'm a king. I ain't work. You know what I'm saying? So to keep that kind of like not in check, but in reality of I gotta pay these bills, I was like, hey yo, I'm working for me, and I'm just using you as a tool. Because at the end of the day, you can look at it like that. You can be like, yo, I'm here, and that's how. And I'm not shitting on a motherfucker who work at a plant getting 30, 40 hours. Like that's gravy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not shitting on that at all. That's a great way to go. And if you're gonna work for somebody, that would be $30 an hour would probably be the good way to go, as opposed to
unless you thinking like Bill Gates, unless you got a Bill Gates.
About Bill Gates, right.
And it go back to the question of if it intertwined with the question that I said at 1st, why was you born? Now you saying, okay, I was born to pay my bills and then on the side go and feed homeless children and work all the hours you want.
Yeah.
But if it interfere with your purpose and who you really are, and it's making you sick and depressed, it ain't enough money in the world.
Nah.
$60 an hour, $70 an hour. If it's interfering with your purpose,
exactly,
then it ain't enough money.
It ain't enough. It's gonna constantly eat at you because it's gonna be something in you that be like something ain't right.
Even if it was $100.
It still ain't. It's still like it was. It's a story I read about this dude. He was a doctor, and he had all these accolades. You know, and he was good. House, everything. You know, all this material shit. But he was depressed as fuck. He was like, he was depressed, and he had like a party for him and everything like that. This is in the book I was reading. I forget. It may have been a book by Osho, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a book by Osho. But he had all this material stuff, and he was like, man, all I really wanted to do in my life was to be a fucking rock and roll star. And I don't want to make a lot of money out of it. I just wanted that to be my life. And he had everything you could materially want, but deep within him, he did not achieve what he wanted to be. Because he missed his calling, so he was depressed because of that. And I always remember that story because I think that resonated with me because that's kind of like the story of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is, you know. So I know how I am when I do what I do, but because I've educated myself on alternative ways of thinking and things of that nature. I've come to that knowledge, and that knowledge has, got me to be who I am, and I can be comfortable in my plight towards, my success and towards my dreams, and I'm good with it. You know what I mean? And it's not even about money really like that, because like you said, you can have that money, but if you miserable, what is the money?
Right.
Where's the money? You'd be better off doing what you want to do. I can't pay you enough to make you happy doing what you do, doing the opposite of what you're doing now. I can't do it. I can, like you said, I can't pay you $150 an hour to do some other shit because you're gonna want to do what's gonna make you happy at the end of the day. Fuck this $150. That's good, but I'm not doing what I really, really want to do.
That's cool. I turned down some jobs, some real good jobs, man. Like $30, $40 an hour. Yeah. I turned down a 6-figure job in California. Even though it's 6 figures, California, that's nothing.
Right. That's $40,000. You making $40,000.
But it was kind of a little bit out my lane.
Yeah.
And it defeats my purpose. What I think what I know. Why God got me here. You get what I'm saying? And I'm really like trying to change lives. Like when I go and speak to young men, I tell them all the time, I tell the teachers, I'm not, even though I don't know the little kid, but I'm talking to a little Maurice Thurkale. I'm talking to a young me. I'm talking to the young Jonathan Flames and the guys I know that's dead in the prison. So if I'm screaming at them or talking to them with passion, I'll be having to blank out because I'm really like, it's like you off a cliff. And I'm really trying to snatch you back in. Like, man, listen, I understand, bro. I know how it is when your mom and your daddy selling dope. You know what I'm saying? You got a 15-year-old mother. You get what I'm saying? And everybody, I understand, man. But listen, if you don't do this, somebody go pull up, blow all your noodles out your head. You get what I'm saying? So, and I feel like I do what I do because if I can save or change your life.
Yeah.
Then the money go come, man. I swear, man, the money comes so easy, man. When you really doing your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, I tell people all the time, I say, listen, they be like, why you giving away so many classes and woo-de-woo?
Mm-hmm.
When I do that, next thing you know, you look up, you see me on Facebook, I got a $40,000 check.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just that's just how God works.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we can go back to where, you know what I'm saying, stepping stones.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't understand that, like, when you get a job is a stepping stone. Like, if you working, I don't care if it's McDonald's or if you working in the plant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go into a job with a plan of what you want this job to do for you. A lot of people don't look at it like that. What a lot of people do is they're like, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna be able to pay my bills, I'm gonna be able to live. You have to understand that company wants you to show up on time and they want you to do something. What they want you to do is work for them, make your little money or whatever, they're gonna give you benefits and all that stuff. But what are you getting from the job besides a paycheck?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? People don't look at it like that. Like, it's a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
If you want something from me, you know what I'm saying, I got to get something in return. And it's not just a paycheck. Like, you want to get managerial skills.
Mm-hmm.
If you work in a job, you want to work your way up to management because that not only helps on your resume, but you get the skills for life.
Right.
So, me, with me taking the first time I got into a plant, I didn't have a plan. I didn't. I went in like, hey, there's good money, it's paying the bill, I get health care, whatever the case was.
That's how they get me.
And I learned
benefits.
what I was saying, but I learned from that. I spent 10 years at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 10 years working at the grocery store chain, and during that time, I didn't look at that job as I should have been looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I moved up, but I didn't look at that job as, okay, what should I be getting from this job? You know what I'm saying? I was complacent. I was like, oh, I got a little management title, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Couple extra cents on the check, good. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't look at it as, okay, I need to take steps to make sure that I'm getting benefited from this job, and I need to make an exit strategy. Because this ain't going to be here forever. This ain't what I want to do with my life. I know what I want to do with my life. I want to make movies. I want to make music. I want to do all these different things. This is funding it for now, but how am I going to transition away from this job?
Right.
So when I left that job, like, it was one of the worst things that happened because it happened at a bad time. But it was one of the best things that happened because it showed me, okay, next job that you get, you have to make that job work for you. It ain't just about you working for them, slaving 40 hours a week or whatever that case is. Right. You got to make that job work for you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a 401k, you're going to get benefits, all that stuff. We know that. That comes with the job. But what are you going to get is besides financial gain from that job? You know what I'm saying? So now, where I'm at now, like, I just came up on my 5th year anniversary in the plant, and I got my exit strategy already mapped out. I know how long I'm going to be there. I'm not going to do 20, 30 years in the plant. I can do what I want to, because I also looked at, okay, if I want to do this and still continue to do my passion, how do I do it?
How you do it, right?
You know what I'm saying? So I could go either way.
Make it work for
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and make it work.
Yeah.
And we don't look at jobs like that. We look at jobs as, you know, just a way to pay the bills. We don't look at, you know what I'm saying, it as an opportunity to move ahead. You know what I'm saying? Not just financially though, but I mean move ahead and actually get into a field that you want to be in, or doing what you want to do and that you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's like if you're a nurse, you know, if your passion, you feel like your purpose is to help the sick. I don't mind working for St. Joe's because it aligned up with my purpose.
It's your purpose. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got some guys.
Yeah.
You can have 2 guys working at GM. One guy, you walk up to him and say, "What you doing?" "Man, I'm just up here slaving from this line."
Right.
The other guy, you say, "Hey, what you doing?" "Man, I'm coming up with a way to revolutionize the world, and I'm gonna come up with it."
Right.
they doing the same thing,
Right.
but they got two different mindsets. One guy, he just waiting to retire. He can't wait till he's 55.
Right. Get that pension.
One guy, it ain't no, I'm waiting till I'm 60. He like, one day soon, I'm about to come up with a piece that's going to have us flying cars in Mars.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
Right,
he
right.
there for a reason. He there
Right,
because that's his purpose.
Right,
The other
right.
guy there, he miserable.
Right.
So it don't really matter about, oh, he working at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
One guy thinking like I'm over here slaving,
Right.
and one guy sitting back. Like I was at a gym, Retro Fitness, before I started working at Maxall Fitness.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of the other trainers there was like, man, you know, they nickel and diming us, man. They only giving us $10, $15 a session.
Yeah.
I was having the most fun in my life.
Yeah.
Cause I was looking at it like, ooh wee, when I get my own gym, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna switch this around.
Right.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah.
So I was, even though they was giving me pennies, I was coming out my own pocket. But if you sick, if you there and you miserable, then you most definitely need to get another job.
Right.
If you there and you see something in it, it's about relationships. I'm here, the people I'm with, they plugging me in, everything good, and you know it's leading me to my purpose. Then do the work there. There ain't nothing wrong with working a job if it would coincide with your purpose.
Definitely.
That's the difference right there.
Right.
Other than that, you need an exit strategy. You need to stack your bread. You need to have a plan. I got a 5-year plan. I hate this job, but I'm gonna make sure when I get 60 grand, not when I get some money. That's why I tell people when they say I'm stacking my bread, I want to start my own business. No, you gotta have an exact number. I knew from my bunk. I said as long as if I can pay the first month rent. You get what I'm saying? I said, if my rent can be anywhere from $800 to $1,400, and I got this many people making this amount of money, I got no place to go but up.
Right.
So a lot of people that say, you know, yeah, I'm gonna stack my money for 5 years, then I'm gonna quit. How much you need? What if it don't take 5 years? What if you hit the lottery and somebody coming with 40 grand? Your plan still 5 years? No, when I get $60,000, I'm gonna get me a studio. When I get my studio, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hook up with this person. We gonna do it that way, and bam, your shit gotta be crystal clear, or you in trouble.
Right. You gotta know where you're going. You gotta know where you're going before you get there. Because you don't know how long it like you said, there might be opportunities that come and catapult you to where you're trying to get to.
Man,
So you have to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys start businesses and stuff like that, and they won't go get a business bank account. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to be watching my money and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bruh,
Business, bro.
business.
they
If
come on
you got easy access to this money, you're gonna spend it.
people set up their own roadblocks. Like a lot of people just don't make that move because they scared. So at first, listen, that was me, right? At first I was like, damn, I'm getting my own business. I'm gonna get a building. Something just said, man, you don't got no money, but at least go see how much it's gonna be. So I'm making my calls. I go downtown, like, how much rent gonna be? It's gonna be this much. It's gonna be this much. My last call, the building I'm at now, I talked to the landlord. I said, how much you gonna charge me? He said, I'll tell you what, man, this building been vacant for almost a year. You come on in, man, I give you your first 3 months free.
Lit.
What? I planned on paying my first month. Like 3 months free? I couldn't. That's why people say you got a business plan. How could I have put that in a business plan?
Right.
You could.
You letting other people scare you. You gotta have give me your mission statement and your plan. And you gotta have you listen to Susie Norman. You gotta have 50,000 in your savings before you start, and make sure that you have enough money for. Man, just go. What if everybody don't got enough time to save $40,000? What you mean? My light's about to get cut off. You get what I'm saying? My mama just put me out. What you mean? I'm about to get an eviction notice. You want me to start? I'm about to grind right now. What you saying? Sometimes you just gotta go and do it.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Oh, that safe route shit.
Yeah, you gotta go balls out.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea. I get what she's trying to say.
Definitely.
You know, but all of that, chances make champions. I still go by that. When I was in the game and now.
Yeah, Yeah.
So
Who wouldn't want like
but yeah, you
$50 to start up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
easy.
you gotta, but you have to take the chance on yourself.
But you gotta
know
roll
what I'm
them
saying,
dice,
to even get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say I did that to myself a lot of times. I was when I first got into the music game, I wanted everything to be perfect. Like I was scared to put out music because it don't sound right. I don't want to get laughed at. It ain't mixed properly. It ain't this and that. Instead of just taking a chance, like just let people hear it, let them listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And let people gravitate to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing this shit on your own. Nobody is expecting you to sound like the niggas on the radio.
Right.
But in my mind, that's the perfection and quality I wanted.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? It was a struggle for a long time for me to just put some music out there. Because I was like, oh, man, I don't like where this shit sound at. It ain't perfect. People gonna laugh at us. Or this shit sound like it was recorded in the basement. Or, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Having those fears. And then finally when I started just giving the music to the people, it was just like,
that shit was so irrelevant.
Like it, yeah.
That shit's so irrelevant. Once you throw that shit
They've
out
been
there,
looking for you.
Right.
That's the thing. You want to sound like Jay-Z and everybody else, but once you start sounding like you, people start coming out the woods like, damn, I've been looking for you, man. You gotta be you, man. Like I say, man, a squirrel can't want to kill itself because he can't swim like fishes.
Right.
And we gotta. It's like you open up the hood of the car. You know, it take a whole bunch of different mechanisms and parts to run a car.
Right.
The best charger in the car is the battery. You get what I'm saying? You can't be an alternator. You can't be a starter. You gotta be who you is to make this whole program work.
Right.
And once I learned that, like for example, when I first started getting into the politics and the nonprofit and doing stuff with the mayor, you know, at first I was like, okay, let me go ahead and try to hide the way that I, speak and do. Then after a while, I started coming to the meetings like, man, being me.
Right.
Not really cocky, but confident. Like, listen, I'm about to do it 5K. I'm about to, y'all rolling with me or y'all just go watch.
Right.
So they, I come with a whole new swag. They like, man, he come. Like, man.
You get the ball moving and, you know what I'm saying, you talking about action and you acting. So everybody can get in the room and talk good, but it's action that makes people follow.
And Steve, I seen Steve be hungry, man. When we were just in the hood rapping, Steve, man, was on a whole nother level. Like, listen, I'm gonna hook you up with Slim Shady. We go do this and do this. We was just trying to get in the booth, pass out CDs. Steve was like, man, no, man, we gonna do it right. We gonna do this, man. I'm gonna make y'all millionaires. He like, man, hold on, who this?
The mindset.
I thought, listen, even back then, I said, man, Steve acting like a millionaire. But
that's
like
funny,
you say,
that's true.
No, it's a mindset, man. It's about being hungry. Even with me, man, if I know a millionaire, and I feel like if he give me his number, and if he got something that I got, whether it's knowledge or opportunity, I give him a call. He don't even hardly know me. I call him like, man, can I take you out to lunch? I just want to ask you some questions.
Right. Let me take you out to lunch. I got the millions here.
No, let me take you out to lunch.
Right.
And you know what? I never got turned down.
They never will.
Because most people that's in position or got money, they love teaching.
And they love to talk.
Just ain't nobody hungry. They love to talk, but ain't nobody hungry enough, especially from the hood, feel like I'm even worthy to. They come straight in asking. Hey man, can I get it? No, I just want some knowledge, bro. I'm good. I'm a grinder. I know I'm gonna do it on my own. Just tell me
what I need to do.
Tell me what I need to do. What?
Okay,
I'm gone. I'll call you back in 2 weeks and let you know what I did. I call them back in 2 weeks. All right, I did what you said, bro. It worked. Give me some more. They be like, man, this he's hungry.
And that's the thing, man. Like when they tell you that knowledge is key, man. A lot of people don't. They don't go out and seek the knowledge, and that was the one thing that I did with the music industry, man. I went out and sought the knowledge. Didn't nobody know about contracts and all that different stuff, man. I went and learned. You know what I'm saying? Not only did I talk to entertainment lawyers, but I got contracts and studied them. You know what I'm saying? So I would know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Executed.
Yeah. So it's like, why do people always feel like if they sign a contract they get jerked? Let me look at the clause. Let me look into this contract and see where this contract is not fair. What's not right? What's the gripe about? And when you read over it, man, you'll find that most contracts are really fair, but people don't understand the payback method. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I put up all this money for you to go out here and put this record together and all this stuff, and I expect my money back before you get your money. And people don't understand that. But there's more than one way to make money off of a contract. If you understand how your publishing work, your mechanical rights, all those different things, you know what I'm saying? Even your likeness,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You can make so much money off of yourself marketing all these different aspects of yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why they came over with the 360 deals, because people started to get smart. They was like, oh, I can go get a shoe deal as a rapper. I can go get this deal as a rapper and all this stuff. You can endorse anything the fuck you want to endorse in any kind of entertainment. If you're an actor, if you're a comedian, whatever, you can endorse what you want to endorse. Anything that's going to bring in the check. And I think for a long time, I mean, people didn't understand that. They didn't understand, you know, they had that one-track mind. Well, I'm an actor, so I can't endorse cars. I can't endorse Nike, or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Snoop
you
endorsed everything. This
That's
nigga
what I'm
Snoop
saying.
got
You
house shoes, cars,
Yeah,
fucking
you're not
you can do whatever.
you're not trapped into
No.
just endorsing one thing
No.
or one type of, you know what I'm saying, thing. So
Yeah.
now that people understand their worth a lot more, now you see deals are changing. That's why the
Because it's the
360
brand.
deal came
Yeah.
out. Yeah, because now everybody wants to rock their hat like you wear your hat and all that stuff.
Right, right.
Remember when Snoop was wearing a hockey jersey back in the day? Everybody went and got a hockey jersey.
Everybody went got hockey because of Jimmy
You know what I'm
Juice
saying?
fucking video. Yeah.
Fab Five was wearing long shorts. Everybody started wearing long shorts. And all that. It's the trend.
So do you think that, what about local? What happened to the local game, local rappers? It seemed like it kind of...
This is the thing.
I haven't really been having time to pay attention, but I just haven't been hearing no names.
I'm gonna speak on the local.
Except the
scene.
young guy who made his name and took off.
Or Kid Swoop.
Is that his
Or,
name?
Talking about DDG?
Trigger the
I
Kid.
think DD.
DDG, that's
Yeah,
right.
DDG.
But
And
DDG did his thing on social media.
And a lot of
Yeah,
guys that
YouTube
you
star.
hear though, that they from Pontiac and they made it big, you be like, I ain't never seen him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
But
yeah.
I don't knock it
Yeah.
because they was doing their thing. The city wasn't feeling them, and they got
But that's
their money.
well, that's how pretty much everybody is. Like if you look at how Roast did, Roast Spit, One Below, and they whole movement, they, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a thing. First, let me say this. There's a thing about Pontiac. And I don't know if this just been the way things have always been, but
Proud of you, King. Thank you, Regina.
since the last time that I've seen the city really get behind the artist was Cutting, because he brought every side of town together. You know what I'm saying? He had the support of the city. Most artists don't get the support of the city. They get the support of the people that know them, and you know what I'm saying, maybe a few other people. As a whole, as a city, we don't support each other the way we should to make each other, you know what I'm saying, make it. Like all the rappers can support each other, but we all rappers. We need the fans. We need the public to support us in what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We need the public.
What happened if they don't support you, though? What you do?
It's not having the public support. Not saying that you can't make it, but the thing is that okay, I go away. I go to Waterford, or I go to Redford, or I go to Ypsilanti or somewhere, and I blow up there. Now when I come home, now everybody looking for me.
Now everyone fuck.
Because that's a similar
So do
thing.
you believe that you have to lead a yak to be successful as far as...
I don't believe you have to, but I think that it's almost to get the respect of the fans. You see what I'm saying? There's no fan base in the city of Pontiac. That's what hurts the local scene. There's no fan base. People are conditioned to only fuck with who they fuck with. Not everybody. I'm gonna tell you like this. If you had 10 good rappers and they all had dope music, music, you know what I'm saying? Not just a bunch of niggas getting on the mic yelling and screaming, but good music. People here in Pontiac are going to support the rappers from down the way and up the way and every other way before they support you. and that's even with the promoters. The promoters are going to pay the guy from such and such more than they're going to pay the local artists. You know what I'm saying? More than they pay the local DJs. That's one of the reasons why I stopped DJing parties. I stopped DJing parties because promoters want you to do their parties for $300, $500. When DJs from everywhere else, $800, $1,000. You see what I'm saying? And I know you finna make damn near $10,000 off this party. If it's at the Crowford or somewhere, and you charging $15, $20 a head, and it's packed, you just made 10 grand. I couldn't get a stack off of that. You can't have a party without a DJ. You ain't got nobody spinning your music. What you do? Ain't nobody dancing.
I just think, you know, our city, man, ain't a city that I think maybe it's slow to support, but we need more convincing. Because we had 100 million other niggas that rapped, trying to start a business, that started it and quit or did something wrong. I'm the type that I feel, you know, a lot of people say, man, you know, they ain't supporting. Man, listen, I'm gonna keep grinding so hard. I'm gonna make you support me. I'm gonna make you feel like that. If you don't support me, you losing.
You losing, right?
You know, because initially you do got them guys. I ain't messing with me, fam. Until 100 people keep saying your name, like you ain't go there yet. You ain't go there yet. You ain't go there yet. Man, goddamn, I'm coming.
Yeah, right. And sometimes people don't even fuck with you until you hear something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you can't knock them for that.
We can't.
I don't. All because you got a business and you from Pontiac, I don't gotta support you.
You gotta support
and that's what I'm saying. No, you don't.
Convince me. Show me.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And the other end of that is, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, why? This is the thing that I hate though. Mm-hmm. When you do have some form of success, not everybody your cousin, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody riding with you, and it's like you almost don't even want them to ride with you because it's like, yo, I've been putting in this groundwork. Yeah. But see, for me, I never focused on trying to win over Pontiac. My thing was like, I named my thing was like this. I named my company Dome City. That says Pontiac in itself. We had the things that Pontiac was known for, the Silver Dome, you know what I'm saying, and Pontiac cars. So I'm like, okay, I choose the Dome. Boom. What we go and do from here and how we make it and where this music travels to and everything like that, fine. I don't have to, because the other thing is that it's a competitive arena around here. Everybody wants to be the first to do something. Everybody wants the accolades, even though they haven't done anything.
Right.
So my thing was, I opened up the doors to everybody. Any rapper that wanted a deal, I signed.
Right.
Anybody that wanted to do music, I did business with. You know what I'm saying? And I did good business. There's nobody in the city that I did business with that can say I did bad business with.
I can say this for me personally, like, you know, because as far as I get a lot of support from the city. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if I put a comedy show together, Pontiac shows up. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't produced a comedy show since like 2013, and then to this day.
But how many shows did you put? How many comedy shows did you do right here in the city?
In the city, well, that was when I was doing the Mill Street, and they supported big for that.
Yeah, and then Mill Street, right?
Yeah, and then like I said, this 2013.
But you was right though.
When I was out in Waterford, I mean, and you're right. I agree, but I know that maybe it's because it's comedy, but I got a lot of support from the city. Like I personally can't say like the city ain't never supported me in my ventures, because every time I put a show together, Pontiac packed that bitch, and this was in Waterford. You know what I'm saying? So I had like people coming through. And so I can't say that Pontiac has never supported me, and I don't give a fuck who support me, as long as you support me. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the guy like Pontiac. I don't give a fuck about. I'm like, I don't care about conquering Pontiac. Like I got a comedian.
Right. That should never be the focus.
Not, like,
you know,
I got a
you want your people to love you, but the focus shouldn't be.
I want the world, baby.
Like,
I want the fucking world. I don't care about Pontiac.
We don't even have like 100,000 people here barely. You know what I'm saying? So if you think you finna be rich off of Pontiac, you're not.
No, it's not gonna happen.
But you just want that support.
Yeah. And I can say I've gotten a lot of support from the city and people from here whenever I put stuff out. But I mean, I can't make that complaint, you know, and I ain't even big like that, but I can honestly say, like, Pontiac, they showed me a lot of love whenever I put producer like the show, and until this day, like, somebody always like, yo, when did you doing another show?
You gotta stay consistent.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to produce shows no more. And then I got a homeboy, he a comedian, he like, man, how you gonna let, there's another comedian, he doing shows in Pontiac or whatever. So my other comedian friend is like, yo, man, he taking the crown. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, a crown? Like, what the fuck crown are you talking about?
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. There's always an invisible crown out there.
You think so? Always competition.
You may not be looking at it, but I think you know deep down inside that crown that everybody is talking about. If you're a barber, if you're a comedian, if you're a trainer, you know if you holding the crown, and if you ain't, it should make you feel some type of way. Because I feel like I don't care what you doing. I don't care if you're flipping burgers, you're a nurse. I feel that you should wake up trying to be the best.
And it's about
not hating, but it's like I mean, what we used to do as trainers, man. We used to friendly though. It was very friendly. Like, man, listen, I don't know what you doing, boy. You better come up. You better quit playing before I come up in that gym and show you out. Tighten up. They're like, oh, you ain't go whoop, whoop. So we used to try to kill each other, but it was like let's sharpen each other up. So it was more friendly. But we knew though, like, we already know, man. If it's leg day, man, dog, you know. If it's ab day, you know what I'm saying. We know. Bert about to try to show out. You know, if it's pull up, push up day, that ain't man about to try to kill us. So it's always that.
It's a
man, it ain't nothing wrong with competing. People like, well, you always try to compete. You damn right. You got my spot. I'm taking that. Friendly though. And if we be open about competing with each other, it'll keep everybody on their toes. It'll be a thriving city. Everybody, it ain't nothing wrong with competing.
Competition.
Animals do it. Lions wake up every day looking for competition.
But I don't. But me personally, and this is just me. I be like, look, I want the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can have this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I be looking at it. Like, you can have this shit.
You don't want to fight.
You know what I'm saying?
The scraps.
Like, what the fuck? Y'all can have this shit. I want the world. You know what I'm saying? Give me the fucking world. If I could make moves, which I'm working on, is making the movement to where the world can feel my energy, then I already won this. Because I got the world.
I just don't remember reading about Jay-Z having to move down south to make his name big and then moving back to New York.
He just did it where he was at.
I never read where Lil Wayne or some of the great rappers you know, said I'm from here. Some of them did, but I'm talking about the top dogs. I don't really, you know, Pac. We know Pac did. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really even think he really had to. Maybe, you know, but I just feel that, man, if you stay consistent and you do have that, not that hating, not the I'm gonna pull my brother down, but how Lil Wayne and Jay was like, okay, I see you. You know, if I ain't the best, you know, when Jay said if I ain't the best, I'm the closest one. We knew then. His, you know, salute to everybody, but I'm trying to get this crown, man. I love y'all, but y'all need to get like me, man. I'm trying to be number one.
Same thing Kendrick did.
You're trying to be, and it ain't nothing wrong.
It ain't nothing wrong.
I don't got to shoot you down and hate on you, but I'm trying to get so far ahead. See, people hate on people who they feel like they close to. You don't see no local rappers hating on Jay or T Grit, you know what I'm saying? People that's too far away. The goal is to get so far away of people that's hating on you that they become your fans now. That's the thing. They go from hating
or you can't even, you so far away you can't even hear them anyway.
You can't even
care. You know what I'm saying? Can't even hear
you
them anyway.
So they hear them.
So they you know, you're not worried about what they're talking about. But it's definitely time for us to wrap it up. You want to definitely give out your social media and where they can, you know, if they want to come to Max Out Fitness.
Oh, no doubt. Max Out Fitness 1 on Instagram. Go to Max Main or Max Out Fitness on Facebook, www.maxoutfitness.net. We doing a special $50 unlimited classes. Lose weight, gain muscle, get in shape, little waist. tighten the glutes up, get your wind back. Also, got a juice bar I'm opening up in about 2 weeks. We're going to have the smoothies in downtown Pontiac. We're going to have the raw organic juices. If you don't want to work out, come on in. We'll show you how to eat, and we'll have something for you to get rid of that waistline. MaxOutFitness.net. Keep going.
All right. As always, you can catch us on Anchor FM, the Dome City Radio Show, DJ Stacks Money, comedian Jeremiah Paulin. Go to that website. Definitely like it. Definitely support it. The videos, I'll be placing the videos from the earlier episodes of the season from YouTube. The YouTube channel is Dome City TV on YouTube, so you can go check out the videos and stuff like that. I'm also place the links on my websites, DJ Stacks Money on Facebook and DJ Stacks Money on Instagram.
Me, it's my turn. All right, get at me on Instagram at JP Comedy. I had to change my my name because people like, yo, your name, they couldn't, it was too long, so I had to change it up to just JAYP Comedy. Follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook. And yeah, that's what you need to do. Why you like it? He got me liking my girl pictures so many times. I already liked it once.
That's your girl. Ooh.
That's my friend. She's my friend. Yeah, she's a really good. Yes, this is not my girl. This is my girl. We wouldn't be together. Yeah, because my girl would not be on Instagram like this. Like, no,
well, thank y'all for tuning in to Dome City Radio Show. We'll see y'all in about another week because we bi-weekly right now. Have a happy Sweetest Day to everybody out there celebrating.
Shout out to Max Main for coming through. I really appreciate it, man.
That's right. Our special guest of the week was Max Main of Max Out Fitness, located in downtown Pontiac. So if you're trying to lose weight, get in shape, or whatever it is, that's where you need to go.
Get your fat ass off that couch and give him a call
right.
So you can get them goddamn glutes right.
Right. Especially with turkey season coming up next month. You know what I'm saying? After you eat that turkey, don't go out for like Friday. You need to hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go to Max Out Fitness. So we'll see y'all in the next show. Thank y'all. This is episode 5, season 1, Dome City Radio Show.
Peace.
Oh man, keep going, man. What y'all they got like a YouTube or something? Y'all putting this on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I put the videos on Facebook and YouTube.
No doubt, man. Keep going, man. I'm trying to send people y'all way, man. Y'all only do it every other week. What y'all do besides that?
I've stayed with the music, man. When I'm not doing this, I stay with the music. We definitely keep it going. He, doing plays and movies and different shows and stuff like that.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I really, truly appreciate it.
When we first started the show, we used to do every weekend, and other commitments, you know what I'm saying, kind of caused us not to be able to always do it every weekend. So we went bi-weekly, so it works out for everybody's schedule.
I like what y'all doing, man, because I had thought about doing a podcast, but I'd rather just do it with somebody who's doing it. I don't got time to do my own shit.